Hi, Vicki Vidalia here. I'm super excited because I am at 150 subscribers. Thank you so much. I was so blown away when I woke up and saw that. And for a lot of people, that probably doesn't seem like a big number. For me, it's really huge to think that 150 people like my channel enough to subscribe. So thank you so much. Today, I'm going to be making chicken chowder. Yay! This is so easy. The original recipe calls to roast the chicken. I'm just going to go ahead and stir fry because I think stir frying is so much easier. So I have a clarified butter. It's Ghee is the name of clarified butter. This is actually a farm in Wisconsin. I've actually seen this farm. It's beautiful. And clarified butter is it's a fat. It's super healthy for you. So it also cooks chicken up really nice. Now while that's heating up, I'm gonna put for my seasoning, if I can get this out, I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of cumin. The right size. That seemed a little big. Half a teaspoon of salt. I love this Celtic salt. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of cumin. Cumin is a spice I've been using a lot of lately. And then I'm going to use a fourth of a teaspoon of paprika. And then I'm going to use an eighth of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And this is going to be the seasoning for the chicken. I already, when I was cutting up my chicken earlier into bite-sized pieces, like 1-inch pieces, I went ahead and put some salt on it because it really helps tenderize the chicken. So that's just a really good secret. Sometimes when I have time during the day, I'll just prep some of my stuff for dinner at night so that I'm not scrambling at night to make dinner and feel tired and crabby and stuff like that. Okay. Ooh, that cayenne is strong. All right, so I'm just gonna mix that up. And then as I stir fry the chicken, I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle this on the chicken. The butter's ready. I'm at about a medium-high heat. Ghee can take heat, where butter cannot take heat. Butter can get kind of rancid and burned, where ghee can take it's a really high heat oil. Now this is a chicken thigh. Chicken thigh is my favorite meat. Now one of the ways you can tell if chicken is done is it'll lift easy from the pan. You're welcome for that secret. Okay, so here's my seasoning. I'm just gonna sprinkle that right on. And then once I stir fry it, I'll sprinkle the rest of it. Now, I like to keep the fat on my chicken. My husband likes to take it off, but I think fat adds a lot of flavor to food, and I'm not afraid to use fat. That's really good for me. Now, with the broccoli, I'm going to cut the florets, but I'm also going to keep the stems as well, because eventually we're going to blend those right up into the base of the soup. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep these stems. I mean, why not? Use as much of the vegetable as you can. And it doesn't really, I mean, I'm going to go a little bit on the smaller side just so it cooks faster, but I'm going to be blending this up anyway. So, and what's really beautiful about this chowder is that the base of it's almost like a broccoli soup. And if you've ever had broccoli soup, it's just an incredible flavor. Again, keeping my stems. Now, I'm not going to keep something that big. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see if this is... Yep, it's lifting pretty easy. And you can tell, too, that it's got a nice brown sear on that, which is really lovely. You can see some of those have a really nice sear on it. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side for a couple more minutes. I've got my broccoli set up. In the meantime, I went ahead earlier today and I chopped up some jalapeno. I know I've shown this secret before, but if you cut the outside of the jalapeno, cut the outside, cut the outside, don't cut your fingers, outside. it leaves all the seeds, and all you have is this beautiful jalapeno. See that? So I do the same thing with my peppers, and I have an episode on how to cut a pepper. But anyways, I've already done this, so it's already minced up for later on. Let me just check on my chicken. And this recipe also calls for garlic. This is a pre-peeled garlic. It calls for 2 cloves. I'm gonna get my mincer. I have this on almost every one of my episodes. You have to buy it. I don't know what it's called. I found it at a little cooking store, but it's this little tool that just, it's amazing. You just have to get one. Maybe even 4, because those are kind of small. Okay, I think my chicken's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and move that to a different pan. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, I almost forgot the rest of the seasoning. Put that on real quick. The one thing I love about cooking is you can forget things like that and still recover. Baking, no way. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my, and I don't know the measure, let me check on this. 1 quart of chicken or vegetable broth. I just have a little bit left of both, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use both of them. No reason not to mix it. I keep these in my fridge. If I use it for a recipe and I don't use it all, then I just keep using the leftovers. Oh, you can really feel that cayenne pepper. And then here's the vegetable broth. Both of these I found at Aldi. They're organic, really reasonably priced. So, you know, whenever I can find organic, I go for it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and then as soon as it comes to a boil, I'll be right back, and we'll put the rest of the ingredients in. It's really that easy, and it's a delicious, delicious, delicious recipe. So, see you in just a little bit. Hi, welcome back. The water has come to a rapid boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the broccoli stems, not the broccoli florets. This is a floret. This is the floret. This is the stem. So I'm gonna add the stems, and we're gonna add that, the garlic, and the jalapeno. Now, if you don't want this to be kind of on the little bit of a kick, just reduce the jalapeno or omit it completely. But I kind of like a kick. My whole family likes a little spice, so we're gonna go ahead and add. This is one large jalapeno. Again, adjust it how you want to. And then garlic. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it to a medium high and let it boil for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna add the broccoli florets, okay? So we're gonna reduce it to medium high, and I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, see you in 15. Hi, welcome back. It's been 15 minutes, and I'm going to add my broccoli florets, and I'm going to add a can of coconut milk. This one's a light coconut milk. It's the only one they had. I typically like to buy the full fat, but sometimes you just have to buy what is available. So I'm gonna go ahead and open my can up, add that to the broth, add my broccoli florets, and then once it comes back to a medium high boil, then I'm gonna do this for about 5 minutes to get the broccoli tender, and then we'll blend this up and we'll be about ready to eat. So see you in about 5 minutes or so. Well, probably more like 7 or 10 minutes because this has got to come back to a boil. Oh, that looks really good. You have to love whole food cooking. It's so delicious. Woohoo! Hi, welcome back. The broccoli is tender, so it's ready. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And then I'm going to carefully transfer the mixture over into my blender. You can use a blender or a food processor. This blender, you know how a lot of people like to get jewelry and different things for gifts. I like stuff like blenders. It's one of my favorite gifts. So anyway, my husband gave it to me. Thank you very much, Sean, for this gift. So I'm trying to think what's the easiest way. I think I'll just lift it. Try not to burn myself. I've never done this. This blender like this. I think it'll be all right. So I'm just gonna pour this in. And it's hot, so obviously be very, very careful. to start at a low speed. See how nicely that, I mean, that color is gorgeous. You see the steam coming out. Okay, I think that is perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Be careful when opening it. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this back in. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, medium high. And I'm going to add my chicken back in, the one that we stir-fried earlier. I feel like the color is so gorgeous it could be on like a Chopped episode or something. And then I'm going to add my sweet potatoes. And again, I had roasted these earlier in the week. You can also buy pre-cooked and cut up vegetables. And sweet potatoes might be one of those vegetables that would be worth spending a little extra money just to have done for you, but they're also really easy to prepare in the oven. I do quite a few at the same time and then just use them throughout the week. I also feed my little dog Moose sweet potatoes with his dinner. He's a little spoiled. Okay, I'm gonna let this come to like a gentle boil and then we're gonna serve it up. So see you in just a little bit. Hi, welcome back. It's coming to a gentle boil and all I'm really doing is reheating up the potatoes and reheating the chicken, so I don't want this to go too long. The last step in this is that I have chopped up some red onion. I have some fresh lime and cilantro. Again, if you don't care for any of these ingredients, you can omit them, but this is for the topping on top of the chowder. So I'm just gonna chop up some cilantro. Okay, got my onions and then fresh lime. And then I have these really fun little bowls that I got in San Miguel de Allende, I hope I said that correctly, in Mexico. And it's a beautiful town, colonial town actually, that was so surprising. And the culture and the people and everything, it was just a really, really cool experience. So, so I bought these beautiful bowls. So I'm gonna serve this because it felt very much like the food we ate there. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve it in this bowl. Turn the oven off. Look at how gorgeous that is. I'm gonna sprinkle some red onion on top. Some cilantro. And then I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lime on top. Look at that. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I grab a spoon. That's beautiful. Wow. This flavor combination is really, really lovely. Oh my goodness. And it's so pretty. I could picture serving this with a beautiful salad and some crusty bread. If you're doing the whole food diet, then do more like a sprouted bread. This is really delicious. So, wow, sorry, I'm all excited. Yum, yum, yum. So thank you so much for subscribing, coming to my channel. If you comment, I'll get back to you. And I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. This is a great all-year recipe, but it's so seasonal right now with the jalapenos, and it's perfect. So, bon appetit. Thanks.